They say when the light fades, the shadows awaken. And in the village of Uru, the shadow that crept in after Mama Ngozi returned the calabash was growing teeth. Mama Ngozi stepped from the water, her wet wrapper clinging heavy, but her face, though pale, held resolve. The golden calabash was gone. The goddess had accepted it. The river sighed and settled, but the darkness did not. Okonkwo's compound lay abandoned, doors swinging open in the silent wind. Chickens roamed empty through overturned clay pots. In his hut, broken beads, shattered jars, and a single scorched spot on the floor marked where the calabash had sat. Village by village, night by night, the curse seeped deeper. Crops died, not of drought, but rot. Fruits turned black on stems. Fish floated belly up in the Uru. Even the earth trembled under invisible weight. One by one, children began to vanish. First, it was little Ada, the youngest daughter of Chief Obina. She simply disappeared in the night, wrapped in her blanket, gone by dawn. The parents found only footprints leading to the river and none returning. Then came healing cries at Mama Adaeze's door. Her twins, born weeks before, had stopped breathing. She wailed into the night, crushed with grief. By the third morning, 3 more households found emptiness where life had been, and the villagers called in fear. It didn't rain yet, but death did. Papa Jude, worn and gaunt, limped beneath the old baobab tree as the council gathered. His staff carved deep grooves into the dirt beneath him each time he pressed it into the ground. "We no longer pray for water. We pray for breath," he said, voice brittle. Mama Ngozi stood beside him, damp hair plastered to her head, dark eyes steady. "It is not too late to fight," she said. "The river goddess may have forgiven our greed, but she will not shelter us from the price of war. Someone must walk again to the shrine. We must barter more than words. We must surrender what remains." A hush sank over the council. Some gazed out Okonkwo's compound, others at the empty huts. Fear carved lines into their faces. A brave hand rose. It was Ito, the tailor's wife. "I will go," she whispered. "I have never sought the gift. I only sat quietly outside the shrine. I will go." Papa Jide looked at her, sorrow and pride in his eyes. "May you be the first to breathe again." That night, Ito took the worn forest path toward the river alone. She carried no calabash, only a single jar of river water and a handful of broken pottery shards, offerings from villagers. The wind whispered through the trees. Fireflies lit her path in gold specks. At the shrine, she poured the water into a stone bowl and laid the shards like a sacrifice. Then she whispered, "River of truth, take this offering. Spare our children." The water rippled, the river hummed, fog swirled at her feet. The shrine's ancient wooden totems groaned like waking spirits. But she felt no wind, no rain, no voice. She left the shrine and found herself walking into the arms of Papa Jide and Mama Ngozi. Behind them, villagers wept quietly in relief. Ito's return had softened the darkness that hung over their hearts. For the first time in weeks, children's cries drifted softly from nearby huts. Mothers breathed as if awakening from a sleeping nightmare. But peace is never complete in Uru. One night, Ito too vanished. No footprints, no whisper. Mama Ngozi screamed for her in the square. She cried for the children lost. She held Papa Jide and pleaded, "It was not greed alone. We offered ourselves and still lost." Papa Jide knelt beside her and whispered, "Perhaps the goddess will not claim our lives for sacrifice, but she will remind us of our mortality." Okonkwo returned soon after, eyes wild, voice hoarse. "They are all gone," he spat. "My house, my home, my dream." Papa Jide studied him coldly. "Your desire built this ruin, Okonkwo. Do you cry now when water steals souls you never owned?" Okonkwo staggered back, trembling. Mama Ngozi's gaze pierced him. "Speak your own truth. We've lost too many to speak lies." Silence pressed heavy against the village. Then, light flickered over the horizon. Dawn came. It brought tears of rain. For the first time in days, the gutters filled with water. The river sighed in relief. The children returned, or at least their shadows did. Survivors stood at their doors. But the cost was immense. Hospitals couldn't keep up with the sick. The hungry still searched for food. The empty huts stood like tombstones. Villagers spoke of the children who would never come back. Yet the greatest cost was deeper. No one in Udu looked at the Golden Calabash again. It was buried under riverbed stones at the shrine. A plaque carved in clay declared, "A gift once taken without humility must be humbled again by return." Okonkwo, broken, stood beside it. He laid his hands gently on the stone. Mama Ngozi guided him. He spoke. "It is not your light I feared. It was the dark I worshipped. The power I claimed stole me. If breath is worth more than gold, I surrender mine." Power must serve others, not demand obedience. Some debts are repaid not with goods, but with truth. True leadership bows to repair, not conquest. Do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel for the next and final episode. Thank you for watching.